Okay, in this video we're going to lay out the kitchen for our ranch style home. And here we have a view of what the kitchen is going to end up looking like. But for now we're going to go back to the floor plan before it has the kitchen installed. And the first thing I'm going to do is I decided to remove this wall and do a more open floor plan. So a little review here. We're going to split the wall at this intersection, create a break in it. Then I'm just going to use the corner to trim off that wall. And we're ready to start the kitchen. First thing I'm going to do is right in front of the window I'm going to place a sink cabinet. So to place cabinets we go to Architecture, Component, and the cabinets are listed under Casework in the library. The cabinet I want for my kitchen sink is a base cabinet, and it's called a sink unit. So I'm not seeing it here, so I'm going to go to Load Family and go to Casework, Base Cabinets, and I'm looking for a double door sink unit. So I'm going to load that. That's exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm going to load that. And the one that I am going to use for my sink is a 30-inch unit, which is the one that came up there. So I'm just going to come over and I'm going to let it center itself, and you can see how it kind of snaps in there to the center. And I'm going to place that sink unit. Now, just to give you an idea of what I just did, I'm going to create a 3D view, and this will come in handy all throughout the creation of the kitchen. So I'm going to go up to 3D view, camera, and I'm just going to take a shot right there, and you can see there's my window, and there's the cabinet right in front of the window. Okay, I'm going to rename that view to kitchen, so I can quickly flip back and forth between the 3D view and the first floor plan where I'm placing the kitchen. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place the refrigerator in the corner here. So again, I go back to Architecture, Component, and I go down to find the refrigerator, and there it is. And the refrigerator I'm going to use is 35 by 32 left hand. Okay, the left hand indicates which way the door is going to open, and I'm going to place that right in the corner there. And again, I'm going to just take a quick look at that in the 3D view of my kitchen, see what it looks like. Doors opening the correct direction, so I'm good to go there. Next thing I'm going to do is place a couple of more base cabinets. Back to Component, scroll up to Base Cabinet, and what I want next are two base cabinets that are 32 inches wide, and I want double door 2 drawer. Okay, now I don't have a base cabinet that's 32 inches wide on my list here, so I'm just going to load the 33 inch, and I'm going to hit Edit Type. I can duplicate the 33 inch, rename it to 32 inch, and then I have to actually change it to 32 inches down here, and hit OK. And I now have a 32 inch cabinet which will fit right in there, and I want one on this side also which will fit right in there. Now I noticed when I placed this first one it didn't exactly line up the way I wanted it to, So I need to bump it over just a little bit. This is a good place to use that align tool and align those two up. Okay. Okay, the next cabinet I'm going to place is a 22-inch cabinet, and I'm going to place it right on this corner here, but I have to rotate it, so I'm going to rotate it after placement by checking this button. I'm going to place it here, and then I'm just going to rotate it 90 degrees. Now, to make sure it's facing the correct direction, I pretty much have to go into my 3D view again. And it is, the doors are facing this way. Now the other thing that I want with this cabinet is I want it to only be 12 inches deep. Okay, that way on the back of my bar I'm going to have here, there's some leg room. So again, I can go in and I can hit edit type, duplicate, and I can put in the name by 12 inches DP. Remember, I just renamed it there. I didn't actually change the depth, so I have to go in here to depth and change that to 1 foot or 12 inches. Okay. Then I can take and use that trusty old align tool and align the front of the cabinet there and the side of the cabinet there. Okay, then the next thing I want to do is I want to put a countertop on this section of the kitchen here. So again, that's under architecture, component. And there are some countertops in here. They're listed under countertop, and I know the one I need actually isn't in the library here. So I'm just going to go to load family, and I have a special countertop on my faculty drive under Bowman. Okay, we can go to pickup, and there's a whole folder of things downloaded from Revit City. I'm going to go to kitchen, casework. Okay, and I want a countertop L shape, no splash on the leg, and you can see that doesn't have a splash here because that's going to be part of my bar, and I don't want a backsplash on that. So I'm going to place that right there. Okay, now you can see it doesn't quite line up correctly, but the nice thing about these countertops is they're very adjustable. So I can take and I can drag this end of the countertop over here, line it up right there, and then I can take this sink hole, which is what this is, to put the sink in, and I can drag that over a little bit, kind of get it close. Once we put the sink in, we'll adjust it a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and place that sink now. I'm just going to go into edit type here and hit load, and we can get to the sink by going to plumbing, architectural, fixtures, sinks, and I want a sink kitchen double, so open that up. It says it's already there, so I'm just going to cancel out of that and find my kitchen sink right there. Hit OK, and I'm just going to center my sink right on the window, line it up with the backsplash, maybe a little bit in front of the backsplash, and I can see that that sink is a little bit too wide. It's actually a 42 inch, so I'm just going to edit that, duplicate it, and make it a 30-inch sink. Rename it, and then again, don't forget to change it. 30-inch. Okay, and that fits right in there rather nicely. Now you can kind of see the hole when the countertop doesn't fit up, but again, real easy to adjust. That end looks pretty good right there. And we'll take one last look at what we have here in our 3D view. Okay, so we're moving along pretty good here. Okay, I do have to make one more adjustment to that countertop. Sticking out a little bit too far here, so I just click that and drag that in, line it up with the end there, and we're looking pretty good on that part of our kitchen.